So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions, and he can deliver too.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And here's Dembele. He's shifting through the gears, takes a shot. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe! And reclaimed it in a trice. He's picked his way through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And he's managed to gift it back. Now he's got space here. And this is Dembele. And he's definitely onside. And he's got the beating of his man. Portugal still without a single shot on target. Now it's Rafael Leao. Well, that pass isn't the best. Saliba. And here's Ramos. Just eases him off the ball. Cherki, that's going wide left. He has found the way through. And he's opted for the long pass.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He is through here. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe. Dembele. And he's there to get it away. Gonzalo Ramos. Rafael Leao. Here's Ronaldo. João Cancelo knocks it into space. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That has ended up in no man's land. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Tries to pass it through. And shifted it to the flank. Saliba wins the duel this time. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's got away.
That's just playing it safe and simple. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Out towards the flank. Cherki. Spread to the right. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tries to play it through, and he welcomes it in. And he can thump it away. And it's Mendes. Mendes, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Chance, surely! Goal, France! And we have liftoff! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
France have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Throw it. Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves charging forward, the ball at his feet. This looks promising. And the referee says that is that for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Portugal unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we are back underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nicely weighted ball. Ramos's cross. Cherki getting this one clear. Camavinga. Can he get on the end of this? Ruben Diaz makes the interception. Looking for the run. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Portugal still this single goal behind. And there's the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Ruben Neves. Spread it left. Strong running down that left flank. Played in. Oh, that was vital. Pass somewhat off target. And he was alert to it. Driving on and making good progress. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Olise bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Cherki will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Mbappe! And now they can clear their lines.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Sends it crossfield.
Portugal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Front-footed pressing going on here. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Looking to play him in. And that has put paid to that. And he's managed to get free. Cherki. And he's quick to get rid. Well, they've got it again. That's really nicely played. Doué running with intent. Rafael Leao. And here's Olise. He's going for goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. Mbappe. Now it's Barcola. Caught offside that time.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Ruben Neves powering forward here. Now it's Pedro Neto, and it's made its way to him. Nicely shaped ball. Ruben Dias kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bernardo Silva stood his ground strongly. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great vision. France have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And he's being shifted off it.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Barcola, he's having a pop! What a hit, the save was firm. Pedro Neto running with the ball. He is through here. Foot in. Looking for a runner. That's been cut out, well played. Not the most accurate pass. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
What a frustration, Peter. Even after the goal, no real change in approach. That's about as inept as they come, and it's no surprise there are many in the stands that are making their feelings pretty...
Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence. The objectives are clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, the defender, Hiroki Ito, looks every inch a modern centre-back, Peter, and his track record in Europe is very impressive to boot. From what I've seen, he is very disciplined, clever, and most importantly, he's actually quite adaptable too.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for a runner. That is good alertness. He's beaten the last man. Ruben Neves. Rafael Leao. Pinches it off him. Toma. Bruno Fernandes. Ruben Neves. Portugal appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. This ended up in no man's land. This might spell danger.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ball played right into his path. Rafael Leao, that's going right the way across, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That'll be a corner. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Now that's well seen too. Bruno Fernandes. Kamada does really well to win the ball there. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mitoma. Inacio wins the duel this time. And here's Ramos. Tries to play it through. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a pretty loose pass. Kubo. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Mitoma. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Ruben Neves. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Not the most accurate pass. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Ramos. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Kamada. Rafael Leao. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. That was travelling. Endo picks it up from the goal kick. Toma. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Great vision.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
In with the challenge. Toma. And a header! Not a bad try by any means. Kubo tries to get it clear. Pass somewhat off target. Rafael Leao. That has not gone well. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Ramos. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Kamada. Kamada cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
João Cancelo spots it. So a temporary halt to the action. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 9. Abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o número 20.
And we get things going again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That has been cut short.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And he's quick to get rid. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising, quality ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Portugal do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
No, that's been intercepted. Aims beyond the defence. It's a promising position. Now this Kubo! Oh, cracking effort.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Bernardo Silva. Looks to the other side. Rafael Leao. Delivers the ball.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. He has found the way through. João Cancelo does well to get it back. João Cancelo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rafael Leao. Portugal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Rafael Leao chooses to go crossfield. Now it's Bernardo Silva. He is through here. Kamada. Can he get on the end of this? That has not gone well. He's looking wide.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Endo. Distributed tidily. It's a threatening ball. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's got the beating of his man. Gently done. Nice looking ball. Ruben Dias promptly onto that, and that is that. Half an hour gone in the second half. It's a pretty loose pass. He's in a great position here. He's had a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Japan certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's a good ball out wide. Pass is just off target.
Portugal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Nagatomo kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Not the most convincing of passes. A probing pass. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Kubo tries a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Número 6. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 17.
And he's found a way past, and the shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! Has he won it? He just might have won it! And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Número 14.
Japan look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Mendes gets across to intercept that. Played into space. That's been cut out, well played. Vitinha. Mitoma. Inacio cuts out the pass. No way through there. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He shifted it to the flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that will be it. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, San Maxima, is an absolute nightmare for defences. He's got great ability to come short and then run at defences, but you can't mark him tightly or he'll easily turn you and just get beyond. He's full of tricks and imagination, and he's just very, very difficult to contain.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Now, he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. Nuno Mendes. A cross-field changing the point of attack.
Well spotted.
Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Doué! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
That's an imaginative pass. This is Dembele. Yep, it's a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. And he shoots! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Silvestre wins the duel this time. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Quarter of an hour played. Bruno Fernandes. Inacio gets across to intercept that. Portugal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Back where it came from. Elise. Now it's Saint-Maximin. Now it's Dembele. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Doué is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cristiano Ronaldo. Gonzalo Ramos. That'll be a throw. Ruben Neves. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, that looks a good ball through. And he welcomes it in. Chance for a shot! Goal! France! And France are in front. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And smartly reclaimed. Oh, it's Dembele. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, super ball! It's Dembele! And there's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Rafael Leao.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
It's a pretty loose pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Gets a good foot in there. Portugal are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And no, that was never going to make it. Over to the right flank. Doué. Half-time getting close now. And it's Cancelo. Chooses to go crossfield. And this is Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes! Goal! Portugal! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Nicely shaped ball. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
Ruben Neves. Olise. Olise running with the ball. Rafael Leao. Thuram. Ruben Dias deals with that comfortably. And that brings the first half to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 9. Abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o número 20. Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
The second period is underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Rafael Leao. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Portugal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. He'll try from distance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. That's a lovely, neat pass. That has been cut short. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Taken back almost at once. Conte. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe. He stands tall and strong. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, it's Dembele. Can he get on the end of this? Olise in acres of space. He's had a shot! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Looking for options for movement. Takes a shot! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
France go up by 2 and are looking good.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
He's got away. And this is Ronaldo. Olise. Dembele. Well, they've got it again. And it's Dembele. Great ball if he can get there. And a chance!
He hit that too well.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He is through here! What a save by Diogo Costa! It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And here's Olise. Shot a goal! And that has been knocked clear. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Saint-Maximin. Great ball, and he's in here. Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Oh, it's Dembele. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Ruben Dias. Nuno Mendes. He's a sharp little ball here. Rafael Leao. Bruno Fernandes. And it's João Palhinha.
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's a key interception. Cristiano Ronaldo. Olise. Passing nice and neat.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 8.
France have their third corner.
Número 6. Vão dar os seus lugares.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Número 18. Número 87.
Vitinha. And Mendes. João Felix. Olise. Dembele. And he's managed to get free. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And the number on the board is 3. Saint-Maximin. This might spell danger. Has to go back here. Oh, good-looking ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ambitious ball here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's got the beating of his man. Can he finish? Oh, and the referee says that that is it. So that is it, the end of the road.
minutes.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first. Will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in...
Mbappe! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Driven forward. Now he's off and running. And it's Cancelo.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
He's got to be disappointed with that. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Olise has it out wide and in space. Oh, great leap! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Conte. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Conte.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That has not gone well. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Well, that pass isn't the best. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, it's played into the area.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Another throw-in. Played towards the other side. Oh, that's well spotted. Bruno Fernandes. That's destined for the flank. Tries to play it through. Olise looking to receive it in space.
That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Dembele! They want to be quick to recover this. And it's hoisted clear. Portugal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Knocks it into space. That's a shade optimistic. That has ended up in no man's land. Bruno Fernandes. It'll be a throw-in. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Ramos. Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. He's a sharp little ball here. Chouameni calmly anticipates. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Dembele. He won't be happy with that one. Now that looks a decent ball. Now that's an excellent interception. Bruno Fernandes sends it crossfield. Zaire Emery cuts it out. Now it's Ramos. Upamecano. Saliba. Chouameni. Conte. Now it's Dembele. The ball has bounced loose now. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Elise. He is just caressing the ball. And he's got away. Takes a shot! Goal! France! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
France have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Olise was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
It's a really well-measured ball. João Cancelo knocks it out wide. Great vision. Conte. Ruben Neves. Chouameni. Not the most accurate pass. Rafael Leao. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Mbappe. Real chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
This possibly the last play of the half. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Portugal come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Olise going face-to-face with his great rival. And the shot! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Portugal faced with a real prospect of letting this slip.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 9. Abandona o relvado.
The chance to pull further clear.
Número 20. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
What a save by Diogo Costa! Golden opportunity wasted.
not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Dembele plays it short, and he's gone backward here, and that was very necessary. And now a sudden chance to counter. And they win it back again. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for the run. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Elise. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, great chance! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. Ruben Neves is standing over this one. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And it's Bruno Fernandes. This looks promising. And this is Ronaldo. Portugal still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Rabiot makes a dash for it. He's found a way through. And the shot! Against the crossbar. And he nearly went all the way.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Good ball, good take. He's had a shot! Oh, keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Looking ball that. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bernardo Silva. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's picked his way through. Koundé clears it away. Now it's Mbappe. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Inacio kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bernardo Silva. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Saliba deals with that comfortably. That's a good ball. And that is a little undercooked. And this is Ronaldo. Rafael Leao. Saliba getting this one clear. What a throw in. And it's Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rafael Leao. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. That is great defending, so alert. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And a chance! And he's taking no chances there. Portugal now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Ruben Dias threads one in. He's in a great position. There's the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
France have their third corner.
Número 17, número 18.
And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Número 87.
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Saliba. Can he get it through? Oh, it's Ruben Neves. He's shifting, chance for a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Ruben Neves has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
We are into overtime. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bernardo Silva. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it's gone in! They have stolen level at the last! And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
How can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Into extra time we go. Portugal displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Bernardo Silva aims beyond the defence. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's certainly onside here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's hit the post! Good chance here! Camavinga. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Thuram. Thuram! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Thuram demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Olise. Ruben Neves. And it's Bernardo Silva. Dembele. Now, can they get him away? Oh, delightful ball. Diogo Costa gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Throw in. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. The teams then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide. And so the last chance to find a winner. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Oh, easy pickings there. Ruben Neves. Joao Felix. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Diogo Dalot. A probing pass. That is good alertness. Pass somewhat off target. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Olise. Portugal could be just about done here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Inacio gets over and intercepts. Well read, nice interception. Bernardo Silva. Dembele. Oh, it's come loose. Joao Neves can clear it away. And here's Olise.
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And that is as far as it goes. Portugal were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence. The objectives are clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Antonio Silva has been included in the starting lineup. Big chance! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. This is a promising build-up. He has found the way through. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Ferran Torres is fouled. And that's an errant pass. That's a throw. Bartra makes the interception. And this is Raul. Fermin receives it in a good position here. And he's there to clear it. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Antonio Silva. And it's João Palhinha. Quarter of an hour played. Great chance! Oh, good finish! And they're threatening to fly away here! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Ruben Neves. Fermin. Dani Olmo. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Rafael Leao, and he's gone searching crossfield. Now it's Bernardo Silva. And this is Ronaldo. Can he get it through? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rafael Leao is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And we have our very first corner. Shot, surely! It's anyone's ball now. Knocks it out wide. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Dani Olmo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, takes a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh no, what has happened here? He's found a way through. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Bernardo Silva! Dani Olmo getting this one clear. Spain are looking to go forward now. Oh no, this does not look good. Kubasi. Howson. Vermeer. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Dani Olmo. Chance! Rafael Leao. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. To Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bernardo Silva. That has been cut short. Rodri. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Rafael Leao. And that pass just didn't quite work. And the referee says that is that for the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Back on the way then.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
And it's Mendes. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Raul. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And the shots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Spain find a position of real strength now. And that has put paid to that. It's played through for him. He's got away. And he shoots! It's a goal! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Spain are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Raul.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And it's Mendes. Rodri. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good spread. Oh, no joy this time. Fermin. Rodri, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Stood up well to him there. Rafael Leao, now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. What's going wide left?
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Rodri. And here's Raul. And he's running through. Real chance! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Kubasi. Rodri. Bartra. Ferran Torres. And here's Raul. Rafael Leao. And here's Raul. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Dani Olmo. Ferran Torres. And a shot! And that's a good finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 8. Número 7. Cristiano Ronaldo. Número 10. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 17. Número 9. Número 18.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Gonzalo Ramos is onto this. Howson. Could move up a gear here. Guardiola. Portugal have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Lopez. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mendes, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Great defending, strong and determined. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Guardiola, and he's managed to get free, and it's made its way to it. Goes for a shot! It's a goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Guardiola is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de compensação.
4 added minutes on the board. And here's Vitinha. Well timed, excellent interception. Rodri, that's a sharp pass. Joao Felix, swung over. Gavi. And it's Olmo. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable. Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
Iniesta. Great ball, and he's in here, and he shoots! Goal, Spain! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Spain penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Martin can clear it away. Pedro Neto has it out wide and in space. Iniesta. Pressing high and with purpose. Fermin. For Xavi Alonso. Passing nice and neat. Ruben Neves. Looking for the run, and he's determined. Villa! Great idea, just poorly executed.
Villa really would relish another crack at that same challenge, I suspect.
They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the pass is intercepted. Fermin gets on his bike and on the move. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Martin gathers from the goal kick. Pedri.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Pedri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mendes does really well to win the ball there. Rafael Leao. No joy this time. Normal. It's not an especially good pass, that. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Space for him to turn and look. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Lopez. Tries a shot! And that's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. How very smart, he just got it right.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up. Spain definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
He's got away, and the shot! And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Spain find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Ruben Dias was in no mood for any of that. João Neves. Portugal are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And here's Lopez. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's heaved it away. Lovely, real chance! Brilliant from Lopez! About as smooth as it gets. And they're threatening to fly away here. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Iniesta. Iniesta has got himself a free kick.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
And here's Lopez. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chance for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that signals the end of the first period. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we are back underway.
Portugal really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Opts for safety. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Lopez. David Villa.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And it's Lopez. Where it came from. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vitinha. Now Gonzalo Inacio.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Xavi Alonso, and they can counter here. Fermin. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. And it's Iniesta, succumbs to the pressure. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 3. Número 25.
It's a Spain free kick.
Vão dar os seus lugares.
And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. He's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Gavi. Great chance! And it's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Spain are having a ball here. Caught offside that time. Portugal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Xavi Alonso. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. And it's Pedri. And he's running through. Now there's a fine ball. Nice control. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pedro Neto. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Yamal producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Villa. And that is masterful defending. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cristiano Ronaldo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Chance here to counter. Gavi running with the ball. David Villa. He's found a way through. Araujo wins the duel this time. Araujo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Aims beyond the defence. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 21. Número 17. Número 87. Vão dar os seus lugares a...
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Número 27.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And that has left him in a heap. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking. It's a promising position. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
He has found the way through. Pedri receives it in a good position here. Great challenge, time to perfection. Defending was strong and firm. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's destined for the flank. Oh, that's fabulous. It's a searching pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. That's that, the end. So that is it, the end of the road. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Spread to the right. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Madrid clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but he's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all about end product, he's become actually quite good at that. His ball...
Rodrigo! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Big chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And now a sudden chance to counter. That's Valverde. And smartly reclaimed.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well timed, excellent interception. Pedri, and they've switched it over to the other side. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, there's a probing ball. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. And here's Rodrigo. Yamal. Dani Olmo. Balde. Pedri. And that's going right the way across. Yamal. Xavi Alonso gets over and intercepts. Vinicius Junior.
Oh, really well played.
And he's quick to return it. Chance, surely! And that was struck with genuine force. Corner number 2 then. Oh, shooting chance! And now they can spring out of defence. Balde. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Oh, that's well spotted. Dani Olmo. 15 minutes till half-time. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And Koundé. Engages and forces him off the ball. Look at the it's Lewandowski!
Lewandowski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Dani Olmo. Nicely shaped ball. Brilliantly cut out. And it's Olmo. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. No foul, says the referee. Bellingham. That's a good foray he's making. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Koundé cuts it out. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Lewandowski. Valverde. Casado. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Played down the flank, and he's whipped it across. Ah, he's given it away. Pedri.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
There's the crossfield ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Rodrigo. Casado. And it's Balde. Pedri. Yamal. And this is Lewandowski.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, it's more pressure than ball at the moment. Now it's Rodrigo. Spread neatly. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Howson wins the duel this time. And the pass is intercepted. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Xabi Alonso promptly onto that, and that is that. Vinicius Junior. Casado. Barcelona have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Yamal. Casado. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pau Kubasi cuts out the pass. This is a promising build-up. Koundé makes the interception. Yamal looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Yamal.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, that's a key interception. It's a good run he's making out on the left.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet. Barcelona are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they care to look.
And here's Lewandowski. Rodrigo. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Nicely spread. Great vision. And it's Bellingham. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner, and extra time is next.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 19. El dorsal 18.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
El dorsal 16. El dorsal 20. El dorsal
That is
4.
good alertness.
El dorsal 11.
Rudiger spots it and intercepts. Rafinha.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
No, that's been intercepted. And it's been played through, and he's managed to get free. Great chance! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, is this it? Have they won it? The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. And here's Ferran Torres. Rashford. Cross to the back post.
Barcelona truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 6.
And it's Bernal. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And here's Ferran Torres. And they're back on the ball again.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Can he get on the end of this? Rafinha. Fermin. Araujo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lopez. Eder Militao. And he's worked it through. Now there's a fine ball. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. So just 15 minutes still to come. Finally, after all this time, the first telling moment. 15 minutes separated from being the winning moment. And we're off for the final time. They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? And they've got a throw.
Madrid are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
He has found the way through. Boyan! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, and that should have been two.
Bojan Kirkic really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
This ended up in no man's land. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now then, the ball's come loose. Time and again they are repelled. Short changes him with that pass. Great defending, strong and determined. Barcelona could be just about done here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Pass is just off target. Now it's Lopez.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Pau Kubasi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Fermin. Casado. And here's Ferran Torres. Eder Militao. And we're done. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. But hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do or takes a shot! He's delivered all right! And we have liftoff! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. More and more pressure on the ball here. Darder. Now it's Morishi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's come to nothing. Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's a key interception. Costa. Now it's Morishi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mojica. Out of play for a throw. Caicedo. And it's Camavinga. Nicely spread. Dink through. And the shot! And he's stuck it away! And that is goal number 20. So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
We're looking at a different game now.
Madrid really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now it's Morishi. He's in a great position here. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Now it's Messi. Played out wide. Defending of the desperate variety. And here's Kane. Costa. Opts for safety. Mojica. Now Omar Mascaral. Pablo Torre. It's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Mojica, who does have an assist to his name. Looking for the run. He's found space here. Darder. Oh, good-looking ball. Jimenez. Tries to pass it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Costa. Akanji wins the duel this time. Kane. And this is Messi. He's having a pop! And for a moment, time stood still. Mojica. Oh, nicely intercepted. Caicedo is number 5 in the list of assists in the league this year. Omar Mascarell. Now Darder. Costa. Messi. It's a good run down the right. And this is Messi. Kane. Spread to the right. Valverde crosses. That has been knocked clear. Shapes to shoot! Madrid with the corner, they're first. And this is Messi. Mallorca have the chance to go the other way. This might spell danger. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Madrid will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And here's Kane. It's Kane! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This is their second corner of the game. Costa gets it away. And now they can clear their lines. Turns back here, probably the best option.
You can never be short of runners in...
He's had a shot! And he's straight offside. Messi. Now, can they get him away? Costa. Now that's well seen too. And here's Kane. That's destined for the flank. Kane. And he can thump it away. Ball is over the line. And it's Camavinga. And again! Worth a try, but not this time.
Messi really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Cleared away. Mallorca are looking to go forward now. He's shifting through the gears here. And the finish! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Darder. Almost an hour gone. Somewhat off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pablo Torre. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Morishi. Luvumbo. In with the challenge. Kane needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, look, whether he's got his back to goal or he's facing it, menace is at play, and he needs all the attention he can be given.
Pablo Torre. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Kane. Robertson is wide and looking to get onto this. Caicedo. And this is Kane. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Costa. The muscular approach does pay off here. Costa has got himself a free kick.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Kane. Pablo Torre. And here's Kane. And it's Fascioli. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's gone looking for safety. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very late.
Shoots! And how did he not put that away?
Caicedo fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played out to the left flank, and he's quick to return it.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Son Heung-min. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. And it's been hooked away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Costa. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, that's delightful. He has found a way through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's a sharp pass. Looking to play him in. Well, played right into his path. Luvumbo! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Mallorca now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
He's had it taken off him. Costa is fouled. We are into stoppage time. Now it's Morishi. Well, there's a probing ball. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Son Heung-min. There you have it. The referee says that time is up. Madrid came into this game looking for all 3 points, but in the end...